welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about shoes because, living with cerebral palsy, shoes are definitely one of the most frustrating things, I have to deal with in terms of like fashion, and just like a big struggle looking for shoes that will work for me. When I was younger, when I wore braces, biggest struggle was, finding shoes that would fit my brace. Not necessarily shoes that, I would be able to do independently with special shoelaces or just like shoes that don't need tying, but it was more about like the brace. And oftentimes I had to buy the same shoe twice in different sizes just because of, I need to wear a brace. In terms of like now, like I don't really wear a brace anymore, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that it is so hard to find shoes that work. So even though I do have a brace that like I could wear, and I didn't get it like that long ago, so now since I don't really wear braces anymore, the biggest struggle for me is to find shoes that I can do independently. Like, it's so a struggle because I would go into the store and I would see all these awesome shoes that I would love to wear and I would love to do independently, but I have to just face the reality that it's gonna be hard and it's probably gonna take me a lot of practice. And tying is sort of something I struggle with, as I've said in many other videos, and it's something I can do, but when I do accomplish it, it does take me a while, and the shoelaces do come down pretty easily because I haven't found a way to tie them tight. So many shoes that I will look and be like, I wish I didn't have to think about the fact that will I be able to do it independently. So it's one of the most frustrating things in terms of fashion that I have to think about, before buying shoes. So in today's video, I'm going to show you, several shoes I own, and some of them I haven't worn in forever because, the tying part of it is just so hard, and others, I wear most of the time because they either don't tie or I have a special, shoelace that I put on it to make it easier for me. If you have cerebral palsy, you probably know the struggle, and it is real. It is definitely real, and it's frustrating, and it's hard, and it's just something that I wish I didn't have to think about because I love shoes. I know there are adapted shoes and adapted shoe brands, and definitely I think in the future I want to do a video on that and trying a adapted shoe brand and store, because I think that would be so awesome. So the first shoes I'm going to show you is a pair that I wear a ton, and I wear them all throughout the fall, all throughout the summer and spring. I don't wear them as much in the winter because they are a sneaker type of shoe. They look like this. So this is the pair of shoes. So they do not tie, and I wear them so much because they're just so easy to just slip on, and I do like the style of it. Of course, if I had my way, I would want it in purple, but at the time I believe they only had this color in my size. So they do love this color, and they're definitely worn in, and I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to wear them, but I truly love these shoes, and they're just a great pair for me because they don't tie, and it gets very quick for me. As someone with CP, it's definitely a great pair to have in my shoe collection. The next pair is what I wear in terms of running, going on the treadmill or something like that, or playing basketball maybe. I sometimes wear these shoes. They are this shoe, so they are Nike. The thing about these shoes that are special is I have these special shoelaces, so I don't have to tie. So of course when I got the shoes, they came with shoelaces, and I feel I attempted to try to do it, but like I've said before, it's really hard for me to make it tight. So when I'm running or like playing basketball, I want my shoe to be very tight so they won't come undone. Like for me, like I don't feel like they're that like styling and like something that I feel like is like my style, but like in terms of just like being able to like independently put it on and go on the treadmill or something like that is very helpful for me, so I don't have to rely on someone else to tie my shoes. And you know, running shoes are something like I want to have, you know, in my shoe collection. I get to like pick out a Nike like running shoe that like I love, that is in like a color that I want, you know what I mean? So like I love that. Next is a pair of boots. I actually have 2 pairs of boots. I had like an older pair and then I got a newer pair not that long ago. Anyway, it's these boots, and obviously like boots are great for me, especially in the winter. Like obviously like in the winter you wear boots, like these types of like winter boots, and it's great for me because I don't have to worry about tying them, so I can just slip them on, and for me it makes this so easy. Okay, let me show you a shoe now that is actually one of my shoes that I don't wear at all. Like I haven't worn it in forever because I need to tie it and I have no like adapted like tying on it and anything like that. I actually remember when I got these shoes, and the only reason I actually got these shoes was because they were like on clearance, and I have to be honest, like I haven't worn them that much. Honestly, like for me, I said this in the video I attempted to tie my shoes. If you have not seen that video, I'll put a card up, but I said it in that video that like it's helpful for me to have, you know, long shoelaces. I feel like that makes it easier for me. So honestly, like this shoe does have like pretty long shoelaces, so I probably could like figure out a way to tie these shoes. Okay, this shoe. So yes, it's purple. Like probably right now I wouldn't wear this even if like I could like do it independently. I feel like this shoe is something I would have worn when I was like 12, 13, 11 maybe, around like middle school. This purple shoelaces, that's another thing, is like the shoelaces, like there's so many like funky like colors, like purple, like green. I'm just like, I would love to like wear like those color shoelaces on my shoes, but like shoelaces are just like a struggle for me. Next is another slip-on shoe that I wore so much that I got like holes in them. So these are a Vans shoe. I feel like a lot of people have these types of shoes. I would wear these shoes like every day, all throughout summer, all throughout fall. Like I would wear them all the time. Like when there wasn't snow on the ground and it wasn't like a snowstorm and all that stuff, like I would wear these shoes. I could still wear them even though there is a hole in them, but I feel like, I don't know. So that's why I still have them. You never know when you need a backup pair of shoes, especially like with me, since like so many shoes just do not work for me. Okay, next I'm gonna show you a couple pair of sandals. Okay, these. I love these. I wear these shoes all the time in the summertime and, you know, spring when it gets warmer out. But I tend to only wear them like if I'm taking out my dog for a walk or like going quickly outside. Like if I'm like going out, I do have to be careful in terms of wearing these shoes. Because my right foot is weak, I don't have the strength of, you know, keeping my foot in the shoe. So sometimes when I'm walking, my foot will slip out of the shoe. So I do have to be careful. For that reason, like, I can't wear flip-flops. I absolutely cannot wear flip-flops. Like, trust me, like, I have tried so many times to wear flip-flops. I've gone, like, many pairs of flip-flops. They don't work. They get me so frustrated. Like, they will come off my right foot in a second. Like, it is so fast. Like, I can't wear them. Like, there's no way I can wear a flip-flop. In terms of these sandals, sometimes that is the case, but honestly, like, these are definitely better than flip-flops. I can get away with wearing these out, but I do have to, be careful. There is that chance that, my right foot will come out and I will have to keep putting it back in, and like I won't be able to walk as fast, wearing these shoes. So like if I'm gonna be out for a long time, then these shoes are not great. So I have to think about that, but I do definitely still love them, and they're very fast for me to just like quickly put on and go outside. Now these are like kind of like more fancy. I don't even know if that's the word. It's definitely not one of the pair of shoes that I would wear, on a daily basis. These shoes I tend to wear on like special occasions. So like, graduations. I wore these going to prom in high school. Things like that. I'm gonna walk across the stage in a couple weeks, and I'm so excited, and I'm definitely gonna wear these shoes, because another thing I have to think about is like I cannot wear any shoes that have a heel. Like I would not be able to take a step, let alone like be able to walk. Like no. Like maybe the tiniest heel, but like in terms of like just a heel in general, like no.
Like no. Like I'm gonna fall over, so no. My CP is like no heels, like no.
So given that, these shoes are great, and I got these like so long ago. Like, oh my god,
these are from Justice. Oh my god,
I got them years and years ago. Like if they're from Justice, oh my god, that was like my favorite show when I was like 8 or something. Oh my god, I used to love Justice. But that is so funny that they're from Justice. Okay, that just tells me that I have had these for so long. So in terms of like putting these on independently, they do definitely take me like a good amount of time. It honestly depends. Sometimes I can put on like a sandal like this and it will only take me like a couple minutes, but other times it might take me like over 5 minutes. So the last pair of sandals I love, and I actually remember getting these. These are from Target. They look like this. Love these. Like when I saw these at Target, I was like, oh my god, like I need them. And I remember like trying to put them on in the store, and it was taking me a good amount of time, but I'm just like, I know I can do it. Give it practice, like I'll be able to put them on. Definitely in time I got better, and while it sure depends on the day and just like everything like that, I can put these on more often than not, I feel like. But sometimes it sure does take me a while to do. These shoes, I forgot to mention, since they are like around your foot and like your foot can't come out, rather than these shoes where like your foot can easily slide out, and with my weak foot like that is more likely to happen. These shoes, I don't have to worry about that since there's a strap around my foot. So that's the nice thing about that. But sure, like sometimes my foot will slide over just because like I don't have the strength to like keep it like in the shoe, which sometimes can be frustrating. But in terms of having to worry about it sliding, I don't have to worry about that. So I wouldn't like wear it for a long time. Like if I'm going to be out for a long time, I probably wouldn't wear these shoes. Next, I really want to show you because it's another pair of shoes that has like a special shoelace like technique that I put on the shoe. But the shoelace technique does not work for me. And I think that's actually important for me to say, because that is something that is interesting. Like even techniques for different like shoe alternative for shoelaces, sometimes do not work for me. You think like a different technique in terms of tying will work, but this one actually did not work. Okay, so like these shoes. Now in terms of the shoe, I love this shoe. I remember when I first saw this shoe, I was like, oh my god, I love it. Like I am gonna find a way to tie my shoes. But these were gonna be the shoes so that I was going to wear with my brace, and I think they did work with my brace, but But the thing is I didn't get the technique of, tying my shoes down. So my mom found like this shoelace technique that would work. So it looks like that, and it's a magnet. So I don't know how to describe it, but pretty much you put it on the shoelaces already on your shoe, and you like put your foot in, and the magnet would close and it would be tight, and then that's it. It worked with my left foot because obviously like my left foot is not weak, but the position you kind of need to put your foot in, I couldn't do with my right foot because my right foot is weak, and I couldn't do the thing you have to do for the magnet to like close. Unfortunately, the shoelace technique does not work for me. So I haven't worn these shoes in a long time. I sure do want to like find a way to wear these shoes because I do really love this shoe. I just haven't found a way yet. So these are the shoes that I tried to attempt to tie in the other video on my channel about tying my shoes. They are a great shoe to practice tying. So I often, like, if I'm going to practice on tying my shoes, I will practice on these shoes, but I won't, like, ever really wear them out. So next is actually, a boot. They look like this. This, I actually, at the time, like, I wanted a pair of boots like this because I just saw, like, so many other people, like, having, like, a boot like this, and I was just like, oh my god, like, I want that. And, it's great because I can, put it on independently, and it does not have any, shoelaces I have to worry about, and, any tying involved. So those are the shoes I'm going to show you today. I hope you enjoy seeing them and how, I wear them and how it impacts me and everything like that. It's definitely something that is going to be a struggle for me, throughout my life, and, it's one of the most frustrating things in terms of, fashion. I'm glad there are, a lot of, like, alternatives for shoelaces and things like that, and adapted shoes. Definitely want to make more videos in terms of, like, fashion and how it impacts me as someone, with CP, because shoes is just, like, one aspect in terms of fashion that, is a struggle sometimes. And maybe try and get different stores that have adapted clothing and, shoes. I think that would be so cool. So I hope you, enjoy watching this video. And if you did, give a thumbs up. It really helps me a lot. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I post every Monday and Friday. You don't want to miss out. So, press that subscribe button and turn on my post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my videos. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. Bye.